Welcome back, Lelanders, to a new episode of Clone Evolution. Now, in today's edition, we're going to talk a little bit about the California earthquake. Maybe if any viewers are from that area, they could call in Skype and let us know what it was like. But from what I heard, the earthquake was very small, but it's got a little people unnerved because they're a little bit concerned. Normally when small earthquakes come, that's the precursor to the next big one. But we really don't know if California will have another big one, and could be just a matter of time, really. So hopefully it won't be within our lifetimes. Now, in the game today, last episode, while we were away, I actually beat the dungeon level we were stuck at. So today we'll be playing a new dungeon battle. I haven't even tried it yet. If anyone's wondering what team it was that beat it, it looks like it was this team and this order. Not sure why that worked, but it did. Alright, so let's play that first to get started. Now, if anyone's wondering if I'm going to check the gravity well map today to see about the earthquake situation, I might. We'll see how much time we got. Now, I do have to work tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's going to be a brutal shift, so can't really stay up too late tonight, but it's only, what, 9:40 here? I'll probably try to keep it under 2 hours. Alright, let's crack a beer. Today we got Lager. It's the buck of beer you can get on sale, proudly brewed in my province. 5% alcohol. Lager. My grandfather used to work for a company called Labatt's Blue, and he was the head brewmaster where he knew all the recipes. And one of the kinds he used to like to make was called Labatt Blue. So this kind of reminds me of it because the label's blue. Sadly, it doesn't taste like Labatt's Blue. I actually like that beer. I know some people say they didn't like it, but... Hey, Fear Legions! He wants to know how he can call into the stream, or... What do you mean by, what is it, chill in the stream? Yeah, if you want to call in, we can do it either Skype or Discord. And Discord has the same shit. We tested it, so it worked pretty good. Alright, let's go for a battle here. See if we can beat it. Yeah, so if you're going into the Discord group, just let me know and I'll throw my headphones on. I don't have them on yet because it's kind of annoying. I hate wearing headphones. But if I need to wear them, I will. Yeah, thanks for the like. Appreciate it as well. Now, for the Discord group, when me and Noah tested it out, I think it worked a little better than Skype. So I can do Skype or Discord. And you can swear and stuff as long as you don't use the words that get the channel banned. Because that would suck. Yeah. And if anyone hears someone use a word to get my channel banned and I miss it, try to let me know in the chat or something so I can delete the episode. Or at least censor that part out. To be honest, I'll probably just delist the episode. Oh yeah, did we beat another level? I wasn't even looking. Today wasn't a very productive day for me. Actually it was. I made it to the lake, played around a disc golf. So Fear Legion says no, he just wants to chill and talk and chat. He needs some decent headspace. That's cool. No, I noticed there's been a lot of stress these days. That's why I've been trying to deal with stress by going biking at least 10 kilometers a day, going to the lake where it's like I get to chill out at the lake, and that always seems refreshing, right? And then also get to see a whole bunch of hot babes on the way. I gotta stop staring at the hot babes so much. I'm actually getting out more and getting back into the online dating. Online dating's a scary proposition these days. It's working much too well. Now, I kind of miss online dating back in the day when, I don't know. I think when Plenty of Fish first came out. Wasn't too bad then. I don't know. For me, I'm a little bit old-fashioned, where it's like we used to like date people for like weeks or even months before you started like taking relationships to next levels and stuff. And I find a lot of people you meet on dating sites these days, they're like already talking marriage and they haven't even met you yet, right? It's like, it's like, yeah, no, thank you. All right, let's try changing this up a little bit. Oh, actually, we played this quite a bit already. Let's do some more progress. Yeah, so what's going on these days that you need breaks from? A lot of stress at work. Imagine work stress is the worst these days. A lot of people are freaking out over the different laws and shit, and it's a lot to get used to. For a while, I kept freaking out that everyone should be wearing the things on their face. We're not allowed to even talk. I don't even know what we're allowed to talk about anymore. I think in Canada we got extra rules of what I'm not allowed to talk about, so I'm probably in trouble no matter what I say. No, one of my friends was telling me, he's like, just because you had a severe head injury doesn't mean that you can say anything you want and get away with it. And then I was like, you know, that's a good excuse. Now look at Roseanne Barr. She can say a lot, but she had a bad head injury and people still gave her a hard time over it. So I shouldn't just assume because I had a head injury I can get away with anything. Have to have some recourse. Alright, receive all. You're flowers. No, it's funny, the online dating, I thought it was kind of hilarious because the joke I put on one site got me banned from the site, and I put the same joke on another site and it's got me tons of date invites. So I was like, whoa. It just goes to show you, it really depends where you're going. A lot of the different dating sites these days are definitely not equal. Not to make fun of plenty of fish, but God, like so many old bats. Should call it old bats. Just kidding. Now, not to mention, I'm getting older these days, so that probably is the site I should be using. I can only pluck gray hairs out so much now. My beard starts looking thin. Yeah, 5 tokens. No, sometimes it scares me because I see people like a year or two older than me and they're like pure gray. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm not going to be able to prune that much. I'm going to actually have to start dyeing hair soon. Hey Augusto, how's it going, man? Oh, Augusto says he managed to complete all the rewards of the casino event. That's pretty sweet. I was just thinking that, how many can I really finish? If I made it to 400, I'd be shitting bricks happy. I don't know anyone who shits bricks and is happy, but... Yeah, I'll never forget the story of my nephew and when he plugged the toilet. I don't know if I told everyone the story about that. My brother thought it was the funniest story ever because my nephew, when he was still like a kid, like, I don't know, like kindergarten and grade 1 or whatever, it's like he's just first year of school or whatever. He comes outside, he tells everybody, he's like, sorry, he plugged the toilet, right? So if anyone's eating dinner, they probably don't want to listen to this. Warning, warning. No, but anyways. So my brother goes in to like clean the washroom, get it all unplugged and stuff, and he checks the washroom, and there's a giant piece of shit in it that is like bigger than a pop can. And he's like, dear God, man, like how the hell did this small kid plug the toilet this bad? So he unplugs it, goes outside, he's like telling everyone, he's like, holy shit, you'll never guess what was in the washroom. Then he's asking my nephew, he's like, dear God, man, are you in pain? He's like, pain from what? He's like, it's like something came out pretty big there. It was like the size of a freaking pop can. He's like, oh, it was no problem. Everyone's like, why the kid was able to shit something the size of a pop can, no one will ever know, but dear God, that was disgusting. No one wants to know. I was thinking I should tell that story to his girlfriend now that he's grown up. It's like, did you know your boyfriend is able to plug a washroom at 5 years old? I don't know what he was eating, but man. All right. Oh yeah, sorry everyone in my guild. I fucked up bad in the guild battle yesterday. I tried the #1 team 3 times and lost to them every time. So that was pretty hurting. Comes to epic failures, that was probably one of my best yet. Holy shit, this team's like identical to mine, right? I have all of these heroes except for, well, I shouldn't say identical, except for these 3. Half of the team's the same. I don't know, let's try this team. I feel like losing a lot lately. Oh man, they got Bifell. That sucks. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Hoping they don't really have much in the way of attack, but Skady's kind of freaking me out. Excuse me. Sorry, it's the beer's fault. I had nothing to do with it. I don't know. I was gonna change the title of the show to something about grapefruit because my roommate bought some juice that was on sale. I'm like, oh no, what kind of juice is it this time? So brings the juice in and we see it and it's all grapefruit juice. So I'm like, oh shit, is it like the slight bit of grapefruit and mostly sugar? Or is it the grapefruit that makes your fucking whole mouth go sour when you try to drink it? Yep, it's the pure sour kind. So she bought tons of it, like I don't know, almost like 2 fridges fulls worth. And the shitty part, it's not, it's only refrigeratable, so you can't just leave it somewhere. So dear God, I started to try to drink this grapefruit juice, and I got so sick from it, just from drinking half a jug, that I was like laying on the ground for a day and a half. Stomach just in agony. So I'm like, I'm not drinking that grapefruit juice anymore. I don't know if it's expired or what it is, but we got 2 fridges full of it. It reminds me, one time she did the same thing, except she bought lemonade, and it was so sour no one could drink it. And it got put in the freezer, and it took up 90% of the freezer for a year and a, no, for like 8 years. So 8 years, we had 80% of our freezer space all gone, being used for that lemonade. And in the end, we just thawed it and poured it all out. So froze it for 8 years and then threw it all out. If anyone likes sour shit, boy, you'd be in heaven here. I just can't stand sour shit. Holy fuck, man, we're just getting our asses wiped by this team. Our team is pathetic. Like, I built some pretty pathetic teams over my Clone Evolution heroes, but we're losing to this team? That's fucking pathetic. It's like, dear God, there's not even a single good hero in the whole team. Maybe this one, Skady? So that's it. Oh, not to insult the other player that beat me. I'm sure they're just really good. I don't know about sour shit, man. I was thinking I could take it. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna drink some sour stuff. It won't be that bad. Drinking it actually wasn't that bad. Fucking stomach reaction, that was horrid. Yeah, if anyone's heard about some grapefruit juice that's on sale, might want to steer clear of that shit. Oh, fuck, man. I hate grapefruits. Makes you wonder who liked grapefruit so much that they were going to all the trouble of keeping one of these grapefruit trees alive. If I had a grapefruit tree around, I would just cut it down first thing. Must be for those people that love sour. There's always those weird people that just like love sour stuff, right? Maybe it's the mixing it too. If you mix something that's really sour, it's kind of neat to have that ability to have something sour to mix. Yeah, if any of the viewers want to see updates on the California quake, just let me know and I'll switch over to that briefly. We can always come back to Clone Evolution. I know, like, I got my whole computer set up like a year ago to do coverage of big earthquakes, and it's really been the biggest lull of earthquakes I think I can ever recall. Like, even since before, what's his name, the Orange Man took office, we really haven't had an earthquake even before since then. So how long ago was that? Over 4 years ago. Now, I guess argumentatively there has been big earthquakes, but nothing like actually near populations. Not that I'm looking forward to covering destructions of cities, but usually that's the big ticket show items. People want to hear about the big news. And it's really only a matter of time before it happens. Hopefully it's not in our lifetime. What gets me about the next big California quake is not only do they have that giant homeless population problem, but they also have the nuclear pollution problem, where they ran out of spots to bury the nuclear waste, and instead of stopping generating nuclear power, all they did was start piling the nuclear waste right next to the reactor. Which is like when you build a nuclear power plant in the manual, I'm pretty sure it says, like, first page, do not dump the waste right next to the reactor. But they've been doing it for decades. So we'll see what happens. Like, one day there's going to be a disaster at that nuclear power plant and all the waste is going to be stored right next to it. So I don't know, I'm pretty sure if the California earthquake occurred, the nuclear disaster would be set in motion, and you'd be looking at a mass exodus, even more so, out of California, where everyone would have to leave. Which would be kind of interesting. Like, what would you do if all of a sudden the entire state of California had to leave? Build a giant wall to keep them out? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'd welcome it, man. There's lots of hot babes from California. So I've heard. Part of me is a humanitarian. Won't say what part. Yeah, so Canada is getting more exciting. I'm starting to get used to going back outside, seeing more people around, but this is what I was thinking last time. Like, we had that big lull before the whole campaign started with the things we're not allowed to talk about. Before that all started, we were just at this point where everyone's like, holy shit, everything's gone, everything seems back to normal, let's start enjoying our normal lives again. Then we had the big campaign for these, then huge waves came and infected everyone. Who knows where the waves came from, right? So yeah, that's what I see. I keep seeing that they're like, oh, we're at that point again where everything's going back to the old normal. What do they start talking about in the news? We got to start making more of these, the next kind, the new ones. It's like, yeah, we definitely haven't had enough of the old normal back that we need to start acting again, right? Let's do the same thing that fucked us over last time, see if it has a different result this time. It's funny too, because people keep quoting me studies, how it's been helping, and I'm like, Jesus, how many study talks are we going to have before we're just like, look outside, man. I don't care what the study says. Yeah, so I'm not jumping on the bandwagon yet that everything's back to the old normal, but it's making me feel somewhat better. I was starting to think that we would never even reach this point again, so that's good. We're definitely going in the right direction from what I can tell. Now I keep looking into different travel options, and then I noticed the CDC, or I guess can't even really say that, probably some other organization that happens to sound just like that. No, they were talking about how all human rights will be restricted unless you get the thing we're not allowed to talk about as like a bargaining chip. They're like, oh, you want your human rights back, do you? Oh yeah, that's what I was starting to look into. Because even since like the year, yeah, since I was in my 20s, I used to always get the dreams about being stuck in a giant line where everyone's getting these, trying to find different ways to escape out of the line or escape out of the building without getting it. So that's weird, eh? My whole life to have those dreams, and then for all this events to start unfolding. So a part of me kept thinking, it's like, well, as long as these dreams aren't the same, is because we're not getting forced to do this yet, right? Because that's part of the dream, is like I was in a big giant room where I'm getting forced to do it, and I'm trying to escape out of the building. So I was like, holy. So I don't have to worry because there's no chance of it being forced, right? So then I started to look up on the National Institute, the Health Institute website, just to make sure, right? Like the actual official government sites. Make sure they don't have any plans written in writing. Holy shit, we actually won that. Yeah, you'll never guess what I found. 3 or 4 different articles, even dating back as far as I think like 2014, about all the different legal ramifications that they do plan to take when they need to. So they were saying that there's this one clause that says that if you're putting other people's lives at risk, no matter how slight the risk is to other people, that they can use that as a justification to force it. So I was like, ooh, they already have the whole legal framework. They even had like the case examples of when they plan to, or not when, but how they plan to do it. It's just a matter of when it becomes forced. So I think some countries are already forcing, but so far Canada it's still optional. Just the whole human rights thing. If you want human rights back, then it's not optional. But as long as you don't care about having your human rights, yeah, it's definitely optional. That's what I was thinking. I don't even really need my human rights too much because I really just bike to the golf course and back once a day. But you never know. I'm pretty sure some of the things going on these days, it could reach the point where I won't be able to buy the pass to go to the golf course unless I can prove that I have it. So that's what I'm going to have to try to do next. I should try to renew my golf course membership for like 5-6 years. So I can just like have it already prepaid. So it doesn't reach the point where I have to go and pay for it and then start to provide all this paperwork. It's kind of weird, eh? It's like this is already affecting our lives so much that we're already having to like find legal loopholes just to get our normal lives back. Because the fucking government has managed to like put its fucking hands around our neck and it has like the death grip going. Alright, let's do a draw. Clicked it a few times. Yeah, let's get ourselves another Trump. Operation Warp Speed. Shouldn't mock it, man. It's fucking killing us. No, I'm sure it's helping everyone. That's what his plan was. Help everyone. Now, I like this moon base plan. We're actually getting closer and closer to that moon base plan being fulfilled. So that's one part I don't mind about the whole world situation. If we get to that moon base, I think it's worth it. People are wondering what's the big deal with the moon bases. I just want to go because they're going to build a stadium on the moon, and when they do, you can fly. Well, strapping like wings to your arms and just flap them and fly, because that's how low gravity is on the moon. So I always dreamed about being able to fly like a bird, so it'd be kind of neat to be able to do that in real life one day. Who knows, maybe in my 90s, they'll have moon bases already that good. Who am I kidding? My stomach issues are so bad, I'd be lucky if I could make a few more years, but come on, moon base. It's funny, I always think about that too. It's like I'm making long plans to my 90s and like, hey man, it's like going for testing for like blood coming out everywhere. So I shouldn't be focusing too much on long-term plans here. I guess I could, but yeah, it's grim. Hey, but can't be too grim about life. No one lives forever. Heck, once you reach your 40s, you're like, man, you lived like older than most of the people did in the medieval times. 40 was like a fucking old geezer in those days. Tell us, village elder, what have you learned in these long 40 years? Alright, can we beat this level? Oh, fuck, I jinxed it. Yeah, I figure as long as Suzo... Oh, fuck, I was going to say as long as Suzo's alive, but we need Alice, too. Who are we kidding? Oh, there goes Suzo. Damn. Alright, so we got to figure out a way to beat this level. Let's try Alice, him, then that. Let's try that. Gotta stop vaping so much. I feel it gripping my throat. Oh yeah, speaking of vaping, I know people keep fucking subscribing to my Facebook page for my vaporizer almost every day now. So I don't know, if like we really get up to like 1,000 people that want one, I might actually go back to my garage and like get all the fucking old stock out and actually open my business again. We'll see. I don't know, it's a hell of a lot of work, but it would sure be nice if I could unload everything. Because dear God, storing all that shit in my garage and pretty much forever is like taking up half the space that I have to keep shit. Not to mention it'd be nice to recoup some of my losses from that endeavor. No, I appreciate it though, everyone who's been subscribing to that, and just make sure you're of age for smoking, or whatever your regional laws are. It's technically not even smoking, it's vaporizing. Now, for people that have never heard about it before, my vaporizer is just a dry herb vaporizer, even though I exhale giant clouds. It's one of the few designs, well, I think the only design I've ever seen, that managed to do a hybrid bowl which can take plant matter and produce giant clouds, similar to the liquid vaporizers. Because that's normally the deal. If you take a dry herb vaporizer and compare it to a liquid, the liquid one will always have way bigger exhale clouds. But once you switch over to the dry matter one of this kind, it matches. I think maybe if liquid came to like a head-to-head competition, liquid would win by about maybe 10 or 15%. But like this cloud plant matter one would be like just behind. Like if you compare a liquid vaporizer exhale cloud to even a cigarette, it's going to beat the cigarette by 15% too. So I think the vaporizer comes in tied with the cigarette, roughly there, for how big of an exhale you can make. Not that you want huge exhales, but for me, that's really how I can tell that I'm like actually getting something. So that's why I was never into the dry herb vaporizers when they had no exhale. Because I was like, what the fuck? If there's no exhale, can't really even tell I'm using it. Oh, come on. Why can't Alice live longer? Is that too much to ask? Is it? Is it? I think I see a strategy for winning this battle though. Boom! There we go. There was a kicker. Why can't the ice guy freeze anyone, man? Like, come on. Just one guy frozen. Do it. Do it. No, I was thinking if we die in this battle and we come back, I'm going to switch Alice and Tengu's position. Because Tengu is definitely taking a beating here and dodging most of the attacks. Oh, fuck. Gosh, dang it. Dang it all. Dang it all now. Now, I did get some good and bad news today in the sports world, but this time in tennis. Normally, I never watched tennis my whole life until, what was it, Andreescu, and managed to win the US Open for Canada. I was like, wow, that was pretty sweet. Bianca, that's it. Alright, so let's battle it and switch these two. Alright, see if that makes the difference. But she announced today, even though she obviously qualified for the Olympics, that she turned down the opportunity because she feels Tokyo Olympics and the whole world situation is just too soon. And then some people were mocking her, saying, hey, you've already had the thing we're not allowed to talk about, so you should be safe. Why don't you just go? And I don't think those people realized is she already had like the actual sickness or virus, whatever you want to call it, that we're not allowed to talk about. She's already had it. She caught it when she went to another tennis tournament, I think like 6 months ago, or it could be a little bit longer. So I was thinking that's probably the reason why she's like, hey, it's too soon, right? Like, I know, I think she's already played in tournaments since, and she said it didn't really bother her, but I think she was getting a little injury prone. So if you're really that injury prone, you probably shouldn't be going to like the Olympics in another country, especially during this whole world situation where, holy fuck, man, we got so close to winning again. Yeah, just these Putin guys, man. How are we going to kill these Putins? Now, I was thinking for me, it seems a little too soon too. Gonna wait a little while, see how this pans out. I think maybe a year from now is probably when I'll get back to normal. We'll see. It's not that much longer to wait. Alright, let's see. Move him to there. Him to there. No, him to there. Let's try that. Excuse me. This is good, man. I was feeling like too full of gas from drinking that grapefruit. This beer is like clearing my system. I think that's what beer is really designed to do. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Give these... Too bad Suzo wasn't the one who didn't get stunned. Boom. Boom. Oh, come on. Just one? Oh, Suzo and him in one hit? You gotta be fucking shitting me. What a son of a whore. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Man, oh man. Yeah, that was so close. I thought we had that battle. Alright, we'll have to come back to this dungeon later. This is pissing me off. If anyone can think of a way to beat this dungeon, let me know. I don't think we're really good. Whoa, a purple potion. Hopefully we can beat it, but man, it's going to be a fucking challenge. I don't see it happening too easily. Holy shit, we're up to 8,000 jewels. That's what I like to see. And I was thinking that, like, we really fucked our jewel supply right down to zero, but basically, so I was like, holy shit, how long is it going to take for us to rebuild that all? And so far, so good. It seems like it's rebuilding pretty quick. One guy in the Facebook page, he was showing off that he saved up 20,000 jewels. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I could save up that much. That'd be wild. I don't know why you'd want to save up that much, but that's what we call some hardcore hoarding. You know, hoard those jewels. Keep the supply low in the game. Yeah, maybe the game only has so many jewels they can actually give to all the players. So if the players don't use them and they hoard them, it's less for everyone else. I'm just kidding. Fuck, man, that was useless. Nah, I was hoping refreshing would get us a better reward. I think we just barely broke even. But oh well. Yeah, I was breaking everything I touched today, so it's anything that I've touched for the rest of today, it doesn't break, I'll be happy. I fucking broke my bike again. I don't know, it could be I'm just biking over broken glass, but there's got to be some reason I keep getting flat tires all the time. I can't literally bike more than 3 times without getting a flat. Fucking sucks. And for someone who likes to bike 10 kilometers a day, getting a flat tire is not good. Oh, man. Oh well, flat tire's not really the end of the world. I'm sure I can get around it. Now I have to decide whether or not I really want to just take the plunge and buy a whole new bike. Because I've started to spend so much on repairing flat tires that it reached the point really where I gotta just say, hey, I'm gonna have to buy a whole new wheel here because this wheel I'm using now just keeps getting a flat over and over. I've replaced the tube, replaced the tire itself. The only thing I have left to replace is the rim. And if I'm replacing the rim and it costs like 200 and I'm looking at a whole new bike for 300, it just doesn't make sense, right? Oh well, we'll see if I can find a cheap rim. I tried switching a rim from another bike and it broke on me. Whole hub came apart. Alright, this team is totally kicking my ass. And I really don't care if they keep beating me because I'm kind of sick of it. So let's try the skip trick. Alright, the skip trick failed. Let's try it again. Come on, skip trick. Ah, fucking skip trick. You failed us. Yeah, let's refresh. Now it's nice, when we did some gardening today, we cleaned out some of the weeds that were blocking my window, so now I actually get better ventilation in the room. Surprisingly better, getting a nice breeze. Who would have thought leaves could do that much? It's like, just leave us alone, leaves. What's your problem? The leaves can't leave us alone. Alright, victory. Finally. I haven't seen too many of those today. Now, I figured the dungeon was going to be challenging, right? Because we made it to a high up level now. So even though we're not at a boss, it's actually still a bitch to beat it. These fucking Putins are like the new boss, and there's 2 of them. That was interesting today. I was typing on Facebook making fun of communism, and someone was telling me that communism actually did have some parts of it that weren't that bad. And someone else I was watching was talking about how normally when they're making fun of something, they should at least check into it. Not that you're mocking something that you've never even looked at. So it's funny, I started to read some of the communist books to see what the main principles were, so at least I know more about what I'm making fun of. And it was funny, I guess communism got the last laugh on me. A lot of the stuff that was in there is like stuff I talk about all the time, so it's kind of funny. Now I'm one of those people that hates the copyrights and the patent system, and that's one of the main things in the Communist Manifesto, is places like China, they do have copyright laws, but they don't enforce them. So they said that on the books, you could say that the communist thing in China isn't breaking copyright and patents, but they don't charge anyone. So it's like they said in China, you can basically just do it all the time and there's rampant of it, but on the books it is, you're not supposed to. But it does give them a huge edge. The main thing I was thinking too, the main reason to abolish copyright and some patents, because if we don't, other countries do, and when they do, they get a huge edge over everyone that hasn't. So I was thinking, as neat as copyrights and patents are, we're getting ripped off too much by having it, so we really can't keep doing it. Well, we can, but we shouldn't. Fuck, one of our heroes died, so I was not going to continue. That was just bullshit. So as much as communism does have a lot of bad things, I was looking at it, I was like, well, I should have guessed that. Everything in life is usually rarely all good and all bad. So it kind of makes sense that communism had some good parts to it to try to hook people into wanting it. I could definitely go for no patents and no copyrights, because then YouTube wouldn't censor any of that shit. Well, unless the advertiser still complain. But you could technically just set up a site and without advertisers and not have to worry about any copyright strikes, because there would be no copyrights. People could just add music to any of their YouTube videos. You could do live streams and play whatever fucking songs you want. Oh fuck, one of our heroes died again. It's like we need more healing. I don't get it. What else? Let's try more firepower, see if that does it. Hey, we got a new person in the chat. Who is it? Bonsoir. I think I got similar. Hello, Stinky Head. Thanks, man. Yeah, my head does stink. I really gotta brush my teeth more, and these vapors definitely leave an aftertaste. Oh no, Monsa got sick. Well, I'm glad you're back, and you must be feeling better if you're back, so that's cool. No, it's good. Oh, fuck, man. Same hero died again. You piece of shit. Alright, so I guess I just can't bring her. For some reason, she dies every time. So I'll bring another healer. We'll go with that. Let's bring the kid. He's actually pretty good. Oh, it's Kim Jong Midway. Holy shit, did you end up getting the thing we're not allowed to talk about? That'd be brutal. Now, I was talking to a few of my friends on Facebook, and the one lady I know, she ended up catching it this week. She didn't say she was feeling bad yet, but she was just warning people that if anyone's been around her to make sure to get tested or whatever. Oh, luckily. You're sick, but not with that sick. Oh, that's good. To be honest, for me, I almost kind of wish I did get it right away and get it over with, because then I wouldn't be worrying about catching it for like the next year and a half. I would have been like, oh, I already had it, wasn't that bad. Fuck, man. God, my whole team dies again. You sons of bitches. Alright, so let's try this. Jane Austen. No, I was wondering where you were at, too. I figured maybe you were busy with life. Life does get most people, right? Nah, that's what I figure. Really in life, the only time you have free time is when you're single and you're young. As soon as you get involved in relationships and you get older in jobs, you really don't have any free time anymore. Unless you can cut yourself off from having a family or something. But it's a pretty severe consequence just to get free time. Yeah, there we go. Just one casualty. Now, that's why I think I managed to stay single so long, is that I really love free time. So I was like, dear God, every time I get in a relationship, I'm like, God, do I really want to see all my free time go out the window? So selfish. All right, let's see. Switch that with that. Let's try that. Hey, Javen, how's it going? He says he pulled Tomo Gozen. Is she good? Never heard of that hero. Maybe it's a translation thing? I don't know. Is that the Tomahawk guy? Or, oh, could be one that I've never gotten before. That's probably what it is. There's definitely a lot of heroes I've never had before, so... Know if any of the viewers want to help him out. Or see if it's a good hero or not. What I could do is maybe bring it up on the hero chart, and I'll look up the hero anyways, even though I've never had them, and just guess if they're good. If I had to guess right now, I would say no. And I'm probably wrong. Now, who was I saying was bad last episode that was wrong. Oh yeah, it was Mozart. Someone was asking if Mozart was good. Could even be the same viewer. I said it wasn't, and it turned out Mozart is really good because he turns into Genie. So I was way off on that one. So that's why I always got to try to remember, as much as I like to talk like a know-it-all, I'm wrong all the time. Well, not all the time, but a good chunk. Yeah, that's how you learn, right? No one learns by being right all the time. That's how I look at it. Boom. Now, the only good news I got recently, too, is another one of my friends got the thing we're not allowed to talk recently. And he was joking that, well, I don't know if he was joking or serious, but he was saying it was like the mildest thing he ever had. He said he was nearly the A case or whatever we're not allowed to say. So it's like he had a bit of a sore throat, runny nose for like 2 days. And then he said he was like, he wasn't even sure. If he didn't get the test, he would have guessed that it was just a normal cold. But he was lucky, I guess, right, too? There's other people that get it, not that good. Yeah, it's very hard to get dupes for the best characters. Or duplicates, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Mozart, I've hardly had any copies. If I get him made to gold, that'd be nothing short of a miracle. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I can't believe it too. Like the last couple days, I've been trying to get my Android box to hook up to that guy's video streaming service that we're not allowed to talk about, who got banned from all social media. The letters A and something else. So anyways, he has a network called Banned Video. And I tried to watch it on my Android device and couldn't get it working the greatest, the app. But what I ended up doing is just installing a web browser on my Android device so that I was able to just load a web browser with that website. Boom. Now I'm watching it, all the videos right on my TV. So it's pretty convenient. I kind of wish it was an actual app like the YouTube one, but who knows, maybe he'll get that in the future. I'm sure it's in the works. Yeah, and then one of the guys doing videos on that was like some really advanced scientist. I can't remember where he was from. I think he was charged some of the investigations back in like the early 2000s into viruses or stuff we're not allowed to talk about. So it was interesting that he did a video talking about it, and holy shit, some of the stuff he was saying, I was like, wow, mainstream media is definitely going to try to get that video taken down. But the funny thing is, it's on this platform where I don't think it will get taken down. So it's kind of interesting. Good for him for starting his own network and sharing videos with the whole world that really, if it was on any other network, it would get taken down. No, someone was commenting that since he's been kicked off like all the social media and started his own network, there is actually a ridiculous amount of people that switched over just to his network. So I doubt it will ever rival his YouTube audience, but imagine it did. Reach like hundreds of millions of people on his own network. Didn't even need YouTube. That'd be like the ultimate dream, right? Like you start your own video streaming service and over 100 million people join it. So you're like, it's like, oh, who needs YouTube? That'd be hilarious, huh? But I bet you any money, someone will find a way to get his servers or yeah, whoever hosts his website. They'll probably find ways to get that shut down. We'll see what happens. That'd be so weird. Start your own video platform. That was really my dream, and actually Tom Green was talking about it, how he made it his dream and he fulfilled it for a while. And it was like Android TV devices back in the day. They used to have this channel called Justin TV. So what Justin TV was like an app or something that you could install. I'm trying to even remember when I used to use it. And anyways, when you had it, it had like a whole bunch of lists of channels. And what people would do is for Justin oh yeah, it was a web browser thing. So it wasn't Android, it was just on your web browser. And what people would do is they'd make their own channel. So it's like if you wanted to have your own TV channel, you could load it to the Justin TV network. And then people who are at home flicking through the channels, they would see your channel come up because you added it to the channel list. So I always thought that was a neat platform, and that's what Tom Green did. He saw that Justin TV was working, so he put his channel on there, and he started to make it like an actual TV channel, where it had like segments and commercials and like actual shows set up like a real TV station. He was making enough content to run his own TV station. So then he did that far enough until he started his own website and eventually got deals with MTV. And then the MTV deals fell apart. And then he never got his websites back to popularity. So isn't that weird? Such a weird cycle. At least Suzo's still alive. Let's let this battle play out. So I was thinking in the future, as time went on, people really didn't care about TV channels anymore, and they just switched to watching clips on YouTube. But that was a neat era where everyone was like, hey, let's like make our own TV station. So who knows, maybe that's what we'll see in the future, is people just switch back to the whole TV station method. So instead of trying to host stuff and getting it taken down by YouTube or trying to start your own freaking YouTube service, just start your own online TV station. So if people want to log into your website, it has like a TV stream. And your TV stream will have like regular TV programming, video game show in the morning, news in the afternoon. Or no, the evening news once a day. A little bit of sports action. Alright, I think we got the gold chest. Yes! Now the clip format is kind of cool too. I guess there'll always be a demand for YouTube type clips. We're never just going to go back to watching TV channels. I don't know, for me I kind of miss the days of TV channels because you could like sometimes like find a channel you liked and then just leave it on the whole day and it would just keep playing new show after new show after new show that you liked. That was kind of the cool thing. Where with YouTube, it won't really do that. It'll take you to new shows, but a lot of them suck. For some reason, it can't seem to stay on material that you actually like. Unless other people have that, but... For me, I find YouTube veers off pretty quick in the videos it recommends me. Oh, gold Symphony and a gold Pericles? You gotta be kidding me. I wish I could make a gold Pericles. Can you believe it? I got a Pericles and burned them instead of evolving them. So I was like, holy shit, what a waste of Pericles. Some of the mistakes I made early on the game, they're pretty epic, but I've almost reached the point where I've corrected all of them. You never really correct them, but you just sort of get past them. Alright, it wants me to go in with no healer, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to bring a healer anyway. Then we'll go with fire for extra punch. Yeah, if you want to check the recipes, just go to the Darwin Lab section and there's one of those little weird icons on the side which helps you bring up all the information. I know I kept missing that icon over and over again. It took me like 6 or 8 months to find it, or at least memorize where it was. Alright, I'll be right back. I just gotta grab a fresh drink. It's getting time for a drink. I just realized that I don't have my glass here. I was drinking it right out of the bottle. It doesn't really matter, but I'll have to try to figure out where the hell I lost my glass. Yeah, this one's a no-name beer. They call it No Name, and it actually says No Name. No Name. Fuck, man, it always tries to vanish shit. Hate that about this. Now this brand, even though it's No Name, still strong, 5%, same as the other one. And tastes even better. I think it's because the actual company that makes it is President's Choice, and they have like really high quality shit. Alright, so let's go to the Pericles evolution so we can show the viewer what he's talking about. Yeah, you click Darwin Lab. You go to there, Pericles, let's see. Yeah, he requires 3 Pericles, a Wright Brothers, and this guy. That's Ragnar. Alright. Yep, so that's where you'll be going to make Pericles. Ah, here's Tomei Gozen, who the viewer was just talking about. No, I haven't unlocked her yet. Sadly, I did not win any of the fragments, even though I tried my best in that fucking event. Spent $100 real money on VIP points, and the game still gave me shit. Excuse me. Oh well. It's actually good when the game makes it really difficult for me, because when I beat the game, I'm probably going to quit it, so it's probably the best they can do is to try to get me to play it as long as possible. It's not a bad plan. It's ruining my life. No, I appreciate it, viewers. It's nice to have some friends playing Clone Evolution together. We got to get more Skype callers soon, or Discord callers, so if anyone wants to call in, just let me know. I'll throw my headphones in. No, Noah Gaming Clan has been calling every time so far. Shout out to him for helping me test it, so we should be able to get everything working pretty quick. Although I did hit a few road bumps along the way, so don't be surprised if I fuck shit up again soon. Holy shit! Javen is saying that he got lucky and got her from just a regular scroll. Yeah, that'd be epic. I've been trying for months now, still nothing. Or since whenever she came out. Yeah, it's getting pretty exciting. I heard that some of the wood and building supplies have started to come back down in Canada. And if that's really true, then I'll be able to fix my garage up north soon. Oh god, that'll be tempting. Because now, as soon as I'm allowed to travel, when my uncle's either in the hospital or I'm not looking after him anymore, then I'll be able to actually go on some adventures. God, I've been dying to go on adventures. Yeah, some of the adventures I got planned next time. It's really the most epic adventures I've ever conceived. I don't know, for most people that have had their own house before, fixing a garage probably isn't a big deal to them. But I bought my first house and hopefully it was going to work out great, and the whole thing turned out to be a disaster where I have to demolish the house. So if I'm able to just even fix up the garage portion of it, I'll be really happy. That'll be sweet. Now, I've never really had the greatest luck buying and selling properties. Usually I buy a property, it's a nightmare, I sell it, break even if I'm lucky, try it again, buy a property, turns out nightmare, then try to sell it, break even if I'm lucky. So I think I'm on my 3rd time doing that now. That's when they say you really gotta make sure to spend a lot of time when you're doing investments in real estate, and that's for sure. You don't want to go on spur of the moment stuff. Although, even though I did a lot of the spur of the moment stuff, it turned out to be an adventure. Give it that. Learn some lessons. Or live and learn. Lots of living, not so much learning. Oh yeah, attack. There we go. Increase our attack. Let's take him down. Hey, it's Romeo Fox. What emulator do you use to run this game? That's a great question. You know, I tried like 20 different emulators for Android to see which one I liked best. Some people gave me some good advice on ones they like best, and I couldn't even get them working on my computer. Well, they would semi-work, but not really stable. So this one I've been using since, I don't know, over a year now, and it keeps getting better with every update. I'll show you what it's called. It is BlueStacks version 4.28. It's free software. It's great. The whole menu allows you to go to the Google Play Store, load whatever Android apps you want, and lets you run it on your desktop. Man, you almost need like a supercomputer to run it. That's the only issue. But if you can run it smoothly, man, it works great. To be honest, it didn't run the greatest on my old computer, but when I bought a new computer, it ran great. Or it could have just been the updates to BlueStacks. Who knows? I got the updates in my new computer roughly the same time, so it's hard to tell which it really was. Who knows? Probably a little bit of both. Column A and B. You know, the only issue I've noticed for BlueStacks is when I'm emulating shit, if it has any Bluetooth features. Like say you're trying to emulate some software for your Fitbit watch or something, it won't be able to connect to your watch because it doesn't have the Bluetooth features working. But it says that BlueStacks will work on that in the future, but I'm very skeptical because that'd be difficult. Who knows? There's probably some hackers that can figure it out, right? Now, as you can see, when I run BlueStacks, it's usually a stable game. Works great for streaming, because when I used to try to stream this game off my cell phone, the cell phone would overheat after an hour. So at least this way I can run the game for 2 hours, no problem. I shouldn't complain like that, because I'm jinxing my desktop. It has overheating issues sometimes. Boom, oh fuck, we're not going to beat this, man. We only got 3 rounds and he's not dead yet. Come on, boom. Oh, fuck, man. Nothing. What I should have did is brought extra attackers and not bothered with the healer. Because really, he's not even hitting us. Oh well, we did our best to beat him. We got pretty close. Excuse me. Alright, let's go to the daily, or wait, not daily task thing yet. I'm going to try to get as many done as I can without going to check it. Alright, finish those 3 quick. Finishing quick is my specialty. There we go. Saying that comes on t-shirts and bed sheets. Both popular with the ladies. Fucking what the fuck? Did I just lose and use up my tickets? That was fucked. Anyways, let's get the hell out of there. Yeah, the only downside I see to BlueStacks is when you switch over to BlueStacks, obviously you're using a mouse to click instead of just touching the screen. And I have fucked it up quite a bit, clicking on the wrong shit and regretting it, but hey, my life is full of regrets, so that's not something I'm unfamiliar with. Dun, dun, dun. Nah, I shouldn't joke. Most of my life I don't regret too much. Usually you learn from mistakes if you can. You learn to live to learn. Ah, fuck. That was close. Speaking of clicking the wrong thing, I almost made that zombie guy. Now I figure what I'm going to do is make all these purple robots, give them to one of my heroes, and level the shit out of them. Hey, 666 heroes. You know, that's how far it is to get to my garage up north. 666 kilometers. I always found that funny when I typed into GPS. Like, the journey begins. 666. It is kind of an ominous thing, too. There's, like, murders that happen there. Sacrifices on a mountain. Unsolved. Before I was even born. Don't get away. Don't get your mind out of the gutter. Alright, so there we go. Purples. Holy shit, we're almost at 300. We're not doing them today, but once we get that clone draw match event, we'll try it. We got 69 hours. I think we're going to get close to doing this. We might even reach the point where we use the extra 100 tokens from the friend tokens. We do it and we get these. Because that'll give us an extra 3. Then we'll be up to 7. Sure, 7 isn't very much, but then we'll only have, 29 more to go till we can unlock someone good. I doubt it we'll make it to Anderson in time. We might just have to unlock Bifel in the meantime. Now I'm trying to think, really, like some of our viewers were right that we really don't need Bifel if we get Freya up to level Red Star, because then she heals. But I was like, it is tempting to go with an attack hero. Try to unlock one of the blue ones. Go with Skady. Yeah, because Skady looks like she's good, so we need her. And if I could get her instead of the other one, yeah, I think it'd be worth it. So maybe we will focus on Skady instead of going for Bifel. So for Skady, we're going to have to keep plugging away and trying to get hers. Because really, that'll be my next choice. Do I want to unlock Bifel so that we have even more healing? Or would I rather unlock Skady so we had lots of attack? And I think the attack option is probably the better way to go, right? I don't know, viewers can put in the chat. Which do they think I should focus on? Trying to unlock Skady or trying to unlock Bifel? Bifel is tempting because he is one of the better healers, right? If I had, well, I really should be focusing on him too. Everyone keeps telling me to go for Genie. I bet you by the time I unlock Genie, he'll be useless on the team. That's how it usually works for me. Every time I get a hero finally, it's at the point where they're useless. Oh well. Who knows? Maybe one of these days it won't work that way. One of these days. Alright, so we did the dungeon. We did that. We did that. We boosted the hero. Got that. Campaign. Let's go with the expedition in case... No, we got our hands on the expedition. Alright, let's check everything out. Oh, I forgot to consume the heroes. Knew it. Alright, let's go with Beard Guy. See how much he goes up to. Alright, Beard Guy's almost up halfway to 200. That'd be sweet. Oh, Javen says he's going to go for Albert. Oh, Romeo Fox says he just got the Alienware M15R3 RTX 2070 Super. That sounds epic. Yeah, congratulations. It's always nice getting a new computer. I probably should have sold mine when it was still rare, but I think it's coming back in stock now. Speaking of, I'll have to finish that review video. Now that my bike's fucked, maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. Get my ass off my, or get off my ass and, or get on my ass and start sitting and doing some editing. Alright, let's check out the advanced clone situation. Could be too long to wait. No, 16 hours. Yeah, let's just burn one. Ooh, blue hero. That's actually pretty good. Alright, so it's just the ordinary hero, the tavern tasks, and we gotta beat these. The one nice thing about the monster hunting coming back and the abyss is that means that we've done the abyss and monster hunting. So really, they can't hold out the chests any longer. It's gotta be chests soon. God, I can hardly wait for the chest to come back. I don't know, for me, this monster hunting stuff, it's really boring. I don't know if anyone's noticed ways to make this exciting, but to me, I haven't really found anything great here. Like, the reward sucks so bad. Alright, so Javen wants to know, is Scorpion King better than Monkey King? I bet you he is, because I got Monkey King, and I don't really like him too much. I actually consumed him recently. And I bet you if I had Scorpion King, I would have kept him and not consumed him. Who knows, Monkey King's probably really good once you boost him up to like Red Star or whatever, but I wasn't going to bother, because I could already tell he wasn't that good. Although that is what I said about Suzo until I boosted him up, and then I was like, holy shit, he's now my best player. Yeah, if anyone wants to know what hero I would take right now if I could for anyone, I would just get another Suzo. Because if I had two Suzos, I would be destroying most teams. Like really, the amount of damage Suzo does is like 10 in my other players. So it's like every time he goes, it's like 10 of my heroes going at the same time. So that's what I was thinking, if I can add two Suzos to my team. Although some people are saying it's not worth it because you could put someone else that has some sort of weird abilities. It's like, I don't care what abilities they have, I just want to kill them in one hit. And to do that, I need to do the most damage, and that's Suzo. Like, I don't care about stunning them or turning them to ice. I just want to kill them in one hit. They don't need to be stunned when they're dead. Yeah, and if anyone wants to call into the show and they don't want to do video chat, they want to do just Skype caller, that's fine too. Doesn't have to be video and audio, although that is cooler. Yeah, I kind of wish I didn't have to work tomorrow, but it's good in a way. I need to get some exercise and eat less, so there's no better way than to be working. Now, I was thinking in the future, the whole world probably will become communist because the way China's expanding, it's really only a matter of time. But I was thinking, who knows, maybe at that time, enough people have protested in China that they'll make it a hybrid of communism, so it'll have a lot of capitalistic aspects, even though it will still be mostly communist. I find that's the way Canada works too. We say we're capitalist, but we do so many communist programs that we really have to acknowledge that we're turning more and more communist each passing year. Just by like taking all the resources and distributing it between everyone equally. That whole commune aspect of it. But on the plus side of that too, that's what I was thinking. One of the things that would have attracted people to communism is when people like Bill Gates get really rich and take all of the country's resources. So it's like once people realize that like one person is taking control of all the resources, kind of pisses everyone off, and they're like, hey, let's just become communist. So that way they can take all the resources from Bill Gates and distribute it evenly to everyone. Which I can kind of see it going that direction eventually, right? Bill Gates is already freaking out. He's like, I see it coming. They want my resources. Right, so we do got 3 pumpkin guys. We can make a gold pumpkin, but I don't think we're going to make the gold pumpkin until we need to. There's no point yet, not to just have like an extra gold hero we can't use for anything. We'll focus on getting more Trump fragments so that we can make the next red. Oh yeah, that's what we needed. I forgot. There was a different hero. We needed Peaceman. I should have set it to Peaceman. Oh well. Because we need one more Peaceman to make an extra red hero. Then we can burn them and make an extra red star hero. But we do need more purple potions. Let's check how many purple potions we still need. Oh yeah, I can't check there. For some reason I always think it's there. I'm like, wait a minute. Fuck, we didn't barely get any this episode. So that's what I'm going to have to start doing, is buying purple potions. They're just not going fast enough on their own. I think I've drank a little bit too much beer today to go on a buying spree of purple potions, but it's damn tempting. Oh yeah, that's where we can get some. So to get 50 would cost 10,000. So we could get 100. So we could technically buy 100 of the 300 we need. So we're really just 200 away. But I doubt I would actually spend those. That'd be a huge waste. Could just buy these instead. I guess we'll go back for another battle of the dungeon. I really want to finish it to make it to the boss. Still can't believe we're stuck at just beating Putin's. What can we do to defeat Putin? Yeah, Tengu's dying, or making it invincible. Let's try. Try extra ice. Ice, ice, baby. Now, Vanilla Ice, he was pretty popular back in my day. Back in my day, we used to buy drugs from gangs. Now we can just buy them from the government. Thank God. Government's prices are better. People complain the government prices were too high, but they lowered them. Yeah, we did extra worse that time. I want to make it down to at least just the 2 Putins. Alright, so alright, we'll try that. And before we do, let's get a quick message from the sponsor.
Today's new dungeon levels are brought to you by Crack. Crack, it'll fuck you up. Woo!
Alright, welcome back everyone. Let's do it. See if we can beat it. Yeah, that's good. Tengu, oh fuck, just as I said it was good, Tengu almost died. Fuck, man. The hell is this bullshit? Alright, well, that was the worst yet. Let's bring in her instead. Put her there. Put Alice there. Alright, try that. That's the ticket. It's funny, because there is a combination of the heroes that I have that can beat this level. I'm sure of it. What that combination is, I just haven't found it yet. Fuck, I can't believe Tengu died so quick. What a piece of shit. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Boom. Yeah. So that's what he needed. Die, tombstone, come back, and finish him with another round. I don't want to jinx it, but this is the best yet. Come on, Suzo. Boom. Oh, fuck. He dies from hitting them. Jackass. Yeah, he's stunned. Oh, fuck, man. Anyone who hits him dies. Come on, Putin. Die already. Oh, Alice isn't strong enough to hit him. Yes! Can't believe that, man. We actually beat it. I shouldn't say I can't believe it, because I just said we were going to beat it soon. Still, man, that was good. That was wild, eh? Just change the heroes. That's all was required. Who thought we were actually going to beat that? I did not. I was thinking maybe in a few days we would beat it. Glad we beat it today. I wanted to make it to the next big dungeon battle, or next big boss. Hey, we froze one of them. It's like, take that. You're frozen. Don't you love being frozen? Oh no, we got two Putins again. Why do they keep giving us so many Putins? Boom. Oh, this ain't good. Suzo hits them, he's gonna die. Oh, fuck, man. Why does he die when he hits them? There we go. Yeah, I gotta look on the bright side. So shitty as it is to be fighting two Putins, at least we beat them. Oh, we made it to the next boss. We're at level 7-9. Alright, let's sweep the boss, and we'll give her a try. Yeah, I think Scorpion King's a pretty good attacker. Well, a lot of the ingredients that it takes to make him, it's better off just saving, because you can make even better heroes. Excuse me. Unless you already have duplicates, then why not? Yeah, that's what I figured. We were gonna get our asses wiped bad in this battle. We didn't even kill one person. Ah, well. We'll try it again one more time. But before, yeah, while we do, we'll give a shout out to everyone in the chat. Alright, so we got Fear Legions, Augusto Pisco Basilio, Monswa, or betterly known as Kim Jong Midway. Glad you're feeling better and glad it wasn't the thing. Javen Albert, thanks for joining the chat. Oh yeah, and Romeo Fox. Or Remio Fox. I don't know why I said Romeo. I'm in love. No, I'm just kidding. Suki always found it funny that I fall in love at the craziest times. It's just how my heart rolls. I miss Joe. No, what happened was there was a guy named Joe, and he started a female avatar character that I fell in love with. Sucked to find out it was made by a guy, but hey, that's just how it happens sometimes. That's why you gotta make sure you don't fall in love with the wrong avatars. Your heart will be crushed. That's why, guys, you gotta be careful creating those female avatars. Unless you're into that. Then you're right on track. Oh yeah, let's give a shout of applause for everyone in the chat. Oh yeah, we got Cleopatra frozen. And we got her minions even killed a little. But she's got 2 Putins. There's no way we're beating both of those. Unless Suzo tears him a new one. Oh fuck, he's on his own. Let's try that again. Can't believe how much better we did. We didn't even really do much. Nothing really different. Let's try swapping this guy. Sorry, it's the beer's fault. I had nothing to do with it. Boom. Boom. Oh, come on. I wish Monk actually attacked people instead of just hitting the boss. It really doesn't do anything. So I was thinking if I could swap Monk out with anyone, it would almost be a better idea because Monk doesn't hit anyone. Let's try that. Fuck, man. Tengu dies so quick. I really gotta try putting Alice... Well, I can't put Alice there because she died quick too. Boom. Yeah, 2 of them dead. Oh, fucking Sea King guy. He just hits the boss too. Boom. Oh, come on. Oh, I was gonna say Suzo gets to do a double attack. Boss was frozen. It was perfect time. What happens? Bullshit. Alright, that Sea King guy, he's not good because he's only hitting the boss. So let's try this. If he can hit everyone, we might have a chance. What the fuck, man? How did Suzo die in like 1 hit? That was just stupid. Or Tengu, not Suzo. God, that was so annoying. It's like, he's supposed to be dodging attacks. Why is he just dying? Oh. Fuck. Man, this level's so annoying. Just kills us every time. Well, you gotta give it credit though. Figure if we're on a new boss, it should be a challenge. And man, is it ever. Yeah, see that guy? Van Helsing? He's doing good. He's hitting everyone. If we had just better luck, so we weren't all dead when we got to that point. No, but his special, it's actually hitting everyone, not just the boss. And it's doing decent damage. I know, people said that Van Helsing guy is good, and I was like, yeah, he actually is pretty good. I don't think I would consume him for stars. Not yet, anyway. Fuck, would it kill them to just dodge a few attacks? Like, I'm not talking dodging all the attacks, just a few of them. Boom! Oh, come on. Oh, dead Suzo. Why, Suzo? Why you gotta go die like that? Alright, so if anyone's got an idea of what heroes we could try, I don't think we're gonna beat this one today. Let's check out our new stats, see what we made it up to. Oh yeah, lucky 27. Speaking of 27, the 27 club, you know how lucky that is. Shouldn't joke, that's horrible. Now, I had a friend that died at the age 27 too, so I shouldn't mock it. No, but we made it to level 27th on the chart, so that's pretty good. There's really only a handful of players that are better than us in this server. Alright, let's see who it all is. Polko, the guy from Slavic country. Subaru, NPC. Ah, a player from China. Ni hao. Seijin. Alright, so there we go. Tanisa, Regal, Vibo, Mishaken, Romeus, Ni hao, Hubix, 28 4J4 peg. Oh yeah, Duplo Lego. There she is. She's number 14. Can't believe how quickly we're catching up to her. It must be a really hard level she's stuck on. Yeah, because she's way stronger than us. Hey, George is there. George Gunn. Big me. Dominuru. There's me, number 27. I kind of wish it gave you the hero, their name, and what level they are. So you could be like, hey, I made it to a farther level than this person. Not to rub it in or anything, but let's see, maybe it'll show you. Oh yeah, you can. She's at level 375. Holy shit. Is that for real? Wow. So I'm just behind someone. I'm tied with someone that's at level 300. What am I at? 224. So that's pretty good. Oh, this person's at 248, and they're way better team. They got Genie, they got Bifel. Even that person. Sekhmet, is it? Yeah, at least some of these people are like level 300. Let's check. What level is Duplo Lego at? Oh, she's 317. So she's not that much higher than us. If she quit playing for like a month, we could probably catch up. Well, not a month. Maybe 6 months. But we could catch up. Or if we made huge deposits. Alright, let's check beneath us and see if anyone's actually less than us. Or if anyone's actually the same level. Alright, he's one level under us. See what level. Ooh, 283. So we're doing pretty good. 289. Yeah, we're higher. I'm clicking everywhere and it just won't go. Might be frozen. Is there anywhere I'm supposed to be clicking here? we'll close it and reopen it. Hopefully that fixes it. And while that loads, let's get a quick message from the patrons list. Thanks again, Suki, Dan, Jim, Ray, Travis, and everyone at Patreon. Really appreciate it. I haven't even checked Patreon in months, so I really got to get on that. Thanks everyone though. Now I figure one of these days I'll be on my own again, living in that garage, and then I'll really have to plug stuff. Try to get Patreon rocking so that I can afford to live. But luckily right now I'm helping my uncle and I get help out and back for that, so thank God I'm not in that rough of a situation yet. Alright, so yeah, tomorrow's episode we'll do some more casino spins, try to make it up to 400, get ourselves another big purple for the next draw, and 3 Vibram tokens. That'll be sweet. I think what else did we have to finish today? That was pretty much it, huh? Did we get the daily task? No. We still got the ordinary clone in the tavern, so I'll have to do that tomorrow before I go to work. I don't know what time tomorrow's episode is. Probably going to be around this time because I would do it earlier when we get huge kick-ass views around 1 or 2 in the afternoon, but I'll be at work unless we get rained out. So we'll see what happens. And even if we did get rained out and made it home early, we'd have to wait for the missions to reset anyway, so unless I take a day off again. No, I'll probably take a day off soon. We'll let the missions reset so we can do it earlier during the day. It's good to take a day off occasionally from streaming. I don't want to become a streamaholic. Already went for like a year straight. Alright, so let's go to the fire screen. Holy, Javon saying he's pulling a bunch of different ones, but barely any duplicates. That's lucky. Normally I start getting tons of that nurse chick. Even though hot nurse chicks are cool, it's kind of annoying getting so many of them, but who knows, maybe I'll be lucky like that in real life. Unless I'm actually in a nurse's place. Nah, I probably won't be that good. But anyways, yeah, so if you happen to get any nurse stuff in your vaporizer, it tastes like shit, give the show a dislike. But if it doesn't happen, you can help with a like. Really appreciate it. Just make sure never buy the products from my sponsor, because it will
ruin your life. Bye for now, everyone. See you later.
Yep, good luck this week. Hope everyone can be like the viewers and get everything they needed complete. That was fucking awesome. Yeah, congratulations with that, viewers. See everyone. Good luck. Thanks for watching. You can like and share if you want. That's cool too. Later. Yep, see ya. Good luck in the events. Wish me luck at work.